up, Alchemist? Let's tap into the second part of this message. A lot of things have gone on here in the past, involving corrupt communities, corrupt organizations, and karmic families. A lot of things that these individuals have been trying to keep covered up. One of these things involving the death of a child that took place here in the past. A death that was covered up. This death was something here that was done as some form of money ritual, so that a community of individuals could receive as a result of this child's death that they had orchestrated. This is one of the things that we're going to be tapping into within this energy. Not only the death of a minor that took place here in the past, but also some form of trafficking contract here that was made on a child here in the past. This is going to relate to things that took place here in the past, things that are also happening presently, and things that are due to unfold. Let's get into the second part of the energy, Alchemist, and see what we got going on here. So we got distant horizons that's come out here in reverse, Alchemist, by traffic ring, matters of the past. For someone here, something happened within your childhood where some form of trafficking contract was placed on you. This may be something you may have memories of, or this may be something you no longer have any form of memory of. Someone close to you put some form of trafficking contract here on you in the past. This is something that would later on be covered up. Give me some energy here, please, Spirit. We've got a mature man right on top of devil, community, and Coverup. For someone, this is an older man that placed some form of trafficking contract on you when you were a child. For someone, this older man may be an uncle. A stepfather may also be significant. Or a family friend. Someone here that was quite close to your family unit. This mature man here already had links to some form of trafficking network that they were already connected to. So when this person came across you in whichever way that they knew you, they placed some form of contract here on you. Things were then orchestrated where it surrounds you so that you would be sold off into trafficking. That's one incident that I'm picking up here for someone. In another incident here, Alchemist, when you were a child, this is something that happened to you under the age of 6. Someone within your family unit or some form of family unit that you were placed in had you trafficked by different individuals within their community that they were connected to. This person here may also be into some form of drug trafficking. So they were around different individuals who were into those type of things. Someone may have owned some form of home here in the past, a trap house. This may be some form of abandoned home or some form of side home that they had where they dealt with their business. This business involving drugs, this business involving trafficking, this business involving contracts. For someone, you may have some form of recollection of going to some form of apartment or some form of home. This home being used for trafficking purposes, drugs, and also human trafficking. Give me some more energy here, please, Spirit. We've got poverty on top of distant horizons out there in reverse. And then we've got toil and labor. This older male was in poverty here in the past. And as a result of them being in poverty, they chose to make some form of contract on another child's life so that they could gain financially as a result of them placing this contract on this child. What this older man did here in the past to get out of poverty is what's being exposed now in those that assisted this older man in these cover-ups. There may be a child that was used by an older man here for ritualistic purposes. this may have something to do with this individual severing this child's destiny by having this child live out a life that was not destined for them, by having this child sold off to the highest bidder, trafficking, or by having this child come to some form of death and ending that they had orchestrated. This older man made some form of deal with a devil here in the past. This may also be another individual within a karmic community that serves some form of deity, a deity here that takes blood sacrifices. Some form of fraud also went on here in the past where it surrounds this older man. This may be this older man defrauding you as a child, or using other minors to gain benefits off these individuals' identities, scam them. There's also an older man here, someone that's connected to law enforcement and a government agency, that's connected into this trafficking ring, someone that also had some form of awareness of things that were going on within your childhood and things that have gone on here recently. We've got great fortune that's landed by a mature man on top of devil. This older man wanted to receive some form of great fortune that was connected to a child here in the past. And the way that this individual has received this great fortune is by committing fraud. This fraud that would also then later on be covered up by this karmic community. We've got privileged lady here at the back of the deck. For someone here, this older man has some form of awareness of some form of sudden wealth. Something here that's connected to you. This may relate to a life insurance policy. Something here that was placed in some form of account here for you, a trust fund account. Something that this individual had awareness of that you were going to receive at some point within your life. This older man created a contract against your life to have your life be severed so that they could gain everything that was left and destined to you. We've got despair right on top of mature man and fraud. Now every contract that this older man made against your life, everything that this person is now returning back to this individual. Imprisonment here at the back of the deck. A premonition comes to fruition. Upon everything that this older man has done to you, them taking from you, them scheming and plotting against your life, them orchestrating things to happen to you within your life. The one thing that this individual didn't see upon everything that they did to you here was how everything was going to unfold within the end. This is why this individual is now in despair. Every dog has their day, and this older man's day is arriving. Felt sacrifice. This individual was able to take a lot from you, manipulate a lot of things where it surrounds you, block and stop you from having a lot of things that were destined for you within your life, and steal these things from you. But one thing they were not successful in here, Alchemist, is sacrificing you completely. This older man has dreaded the day that they would be exposed for everything that they had done against you. And that they would have to face up to everything that they had done. This imprisonment isn't just physical imprisonment. This is spiritual imprisonment. For the spiritual warfare that this individual declared on you when you were a child, because of this individual's selfish desires, because of this individual's greed. There's a case involving you, Alchemist, that's currently under review. This relates to some form of fraud that went on here in the past. Things that were manipulated, documents that were manipulated. This older man is now in despair. courthouse on top of fraud. This older man is now in despair. Every dog has their day, and this person's day is arriving here in court very soon. This individual may have recently received some form of court summons. Something that this person did here in court in the past is also catching up to this individual. Perjury that was also committed by a group of individuals within a community that took bribes from this older man to assist in this cover-up. Individuals here within this community that were here to vouch for this older man, make him appear to be something that he's not, because this older man was already successful in making himself appear as something that he's not. We've got adjudication alchemist, right by law enforcement, distant horizons out there in reverse trafficking ring. Something was covered up here in the past so that justice wouldn't be served in a situation. Some form of judgment here that went on here in the past. This involves someone connected into a trafficking ring, an individual here in law enforcement. This may be another older masculine, tied into this energy, someone here that worked in law enforcement. This person may now be retired, or there may be an individual that's currently still serving on the force, depending on what timeline this energy resonates with, or timelines. Because there may be things that happened here in the past that are still going on now. History that has been repeating itself. History only tends to repeat itself when the cycles within those timelines haven't been broken. The same thing happens over and over again. Because no accountability has been taken. No amendments have been made. And no justice was served. But the time for those things are now coming to an end. A premonition comes to fruition. Some form of judgment is about to be made here within the distant horizons, where it surrounds matters of the past, matters involving fraud, and matters involving trafficking contracts here that were made, and the individuals that had awareness and involvement in this. We've got occupation that's standing on top of mature man. And then we've got official person that's standing out here to the side. A file is under review. Something is being looked into here where it surrounds another individual's occupation. There may be an individual here within this energy that had 2 different jobs here in the past, or this individual had a secret job. With fraud being out here within this energy, there may be an individual here, this older man, and other individuals within this karmic community that have been hiding funds, sudden wealth here that they attained by a fraud that they committed. And this may be why these individuals' occupations are being looked into, how much they earn. There's numbers that are not adding up during some form of investigation. How someone was able to receive something here in the past, and how this was covered up. There's an official person that's working hard behind the scenes right now, toil and labor, to uncover a lot of dark truths and a lot of hidden secrets that have gone on here in the past. We've got expectation here at the back of the deck. For someone, you may have been picking up within your energy some form of communication coming towards you. You may have been seeing a lot of 11s, a lot of 12s, 13s, 14s. Balance is being restored in a situation that was once imbalanced. Justice is being served in a situation where there was a great injustice done to you. Not just to you, but to many other individuals who have also been placed in the same situations. Give me some energy, please. This older man is in concern. Everything that this person has done is returning back to them in the worst ways. Who this person really is. Marriage out here at the back of the deck, Alchemist. This older man may have a history of marrying different individuals for sudden wealth, or for some form of sudden wealth that's connected to those individuals that they get married to. Something about where this older man worked in the past is also significant. Within the first part of the reading, embezzlement came out. This older man may have been involved in some form of embezzlement that took place here in the past, or some form of company that they were either working for or owned. Let's get into this energy, Alchemist, and see what we got. We got caught out there in reverse. Let me get this card that fell on the floor. Accident. So that's landed on top of concern. Someone here is in concern about a cult. Some form of cult here is collapsing. Something is falling apart for this older man. There may be an individual here within this energy that recently got involved in some form of vehicle accident. This may be an individual that held some form of high position within some form of cult. I'm also picking up the cover-up of some form of accident that took place here in the past. Confirmation, Alchemist, hit and run. A bad guy here at the back of the deck. So it seems like something wasn't really an accident, but something was covered up to make it look like an accident. This older man may have been involved in some form of hit and run that took place here in the past. It may be this individual here that was behind the wheel. Something about an old vehicle that this person drove here in the past is very significant. Some form of paper trail also connecting to vehicles. We've got lost out there in reverse, and that's landed on top of courthouse. Something was missed in court in the past. Something not being revealed. Something here that was hidden. And I'm picking up this is something that was being hidden intentionally. Something about a file. A lost file. Someone attempted to hide evidence. Or someone did hide evidence. Communication, right on top of Coverup, mature man and hit and run. Whoever this older male is, this person has connections to an individual in law enforcement and another individual here that's connected to some form of government agency. Or this older man themselves is connected to some form of government agency. They have ties. They have connections. Because they're in some form of network, connected to some form of cult that's actively now being dismantled. This cult, this community, being involved in many cover-ups that took place here in the past. Cover-ups of the things that the individuals within this cult have done. This older man communicated with an individual here in the past. to let this person know that they were involved in some form of accident. And because this individual did not want to go down for what they had done, some form of cover-up was put into place. Someone helped someone get rid of evidence, something that was lost. But was it really lost? Or was the evidence just hidden? Give me some energy here, please, Spirit. Government, right on top of Coverup. A premonition comes to fruition. In the first part of the reading, Alchemist, riots and protests came out. I mentioned briefly something about some form of movement that was going on here in the past. This may be some form of movement that was made anytime from the 60s to after. Something about some form of protests that were going on here in the past. These protests may have had something to do with some form of cover-ups that were going on here within the government. This may have something to do with individuals that were going missing. Children here that were going missing. Children here that were being sold off. This tying into some form of government agency, social services. And something about the welfare system is also very significant. A government cover-up. Give me some more energy here, please, Spirit. Thank you. We've got school. Now this is the second reading here and school has come out again. So something that took place here in the school is very significant. Or this may have something to do with different schools. The individuals in that school. The individuals that work in those schools being connected to some form of trafficking network. Now that landed under a premonition comes to fruition. For someone here, you may have had a lot of dreams about your school when you were a child. Someone may have astral projected to their school a lot when they were a child as well. Something significant may have happened to you or another individual within school here in the past. I'm also picking up the energy of something happening in a school. This may be something here that's happened recently or something that took place here in the past that was covered up by a group of individuals. Individuals here within the government, individuals here within a government agency, and law enforcement. This may have something to do with a death or multiple deaths of individuals here within a school. Lost evidence. Evidence that was intentionally going missing. Because many individuals didn't want things that they were involved in linking back to them. We've got demonic possession here, Alchemist. Now that's standing on top of child and cover-up. There may be a child, this may be a female child, or this may be a male child that had some form of demonic possession on them here in the past. This may have led to this child doing something here at school. This child may have hurt someone, if not a group of individuals at school, as a result of some form of demonic possession that they had on them, that they had in them. In the first part of the reading, Alchemist, I mentioned something about a matriarch of a family unit, either the matriarch or the patriarch, making some form of deal with the devil here in the past. Making some form of deal with some form of deity that they were in here in the past. And as a result of this matriarch or patriarch making this deal here with this devil, their children then followed suit later on down the line. There may be different individuals here that's in some form of cult, some form of secret society, some form of organization. The individuals here within this cult, individuals in law enforcement, individuals here within government agencies, individuals here within the government, individuals here within certain networks, communities. If these individuals here within these cults, if these individuals within these cults do these type of things, where they go around sacrificing individuals, people here that invoke dark spirits, people here that invoke chaos here on this realm, something happens to the children of these individuals. If there's a father that works in law enforcement that goes and participates in some form of ritual with a community of individuals, some form of entity is invoked during that ritual, demonic possession, this entity either goes into that father, the person that's in law enforcement. This father then goes back to their home. They greet their wife and they greet their kids. This entity may be able to disperse into different parts, meaning not only is that entity within the father, but everyone that the father connects with, within his family, his wife, his children, that entity also latches and connects onto them. More so, Alchemist, the entity connects onto another vessel that's a vibrational match for that entity to inhabit that person's vessel. So if there's a father figure within a family unit that already has dark and twisted desires, that already has a dark and twisted mind, and their son also has dark and twisted desires, a dark and twisted mind, whenever these type of rituals are done and dark entities are invoked, the entity disperses into different vessels. It will use that vessel to do whatever it intended to do. So if this entity goes and possesses a child, that child then goes to school, lashes out on another child, or takes a weapon from their father's home and does something in the school. I feel like you get what's going on here now, Alchemist. The things that have been going on here, the things that have been exposed publicly, and the things that have also been covered up, these are not coincidences. These things are not coincidences. Things have been happening behind the scenes, which will then later on trigger a trickle-down effect that then later on gets exposed publicly, but not the full truth is being exposed publicly. Dark spirits and entities are being invoked by karmic communities, karmic families. These dark spirits that are being invoked have to go somewhere. They need a host. When they are invoked, they need a host to inhabit. And it seems here, Alchemist, something happened here in the past where some form of dark demonic entity was invoked, and this entity went into a child. This is something that was done here as a ritual. Money, right on top of trafficking. This has to be $1 billion network. $1 trillion. This is different things happening simultaneously. Different things that's been going on for many different years. All tied into different agencies, networks, making money off the exploitation here of minors. Something about a list is very significant. This may have something to do with a list of schools or a list of names. We've got meeting. That's standing right on top of child. Something about a children parents meeting. Was it teachers parents meeting? I think I said it wrong. I don't know, Alchemist. I don't have a child. There may be a child that was showing a lot of weird behavior here in the past in school. With demonic possession being out here, this child may have started acting up. 1 second, Alchemist. With demonic possession being out here, Alchemist, this child may have started acting up in school. And there may be a teacher that said something during a meeting about this child acting up. This may be something here that was ignored. And as a result of this child's behavior being ignored, something may have then transpired later on down the line in school. So if the teacher was like, hey, you know, this child has been acting weird lately. They've been saying weird things, they've been drawing weird things, or they've been doing weird things. And different individuals, different teachers brushing this off. Something wasn't taken seriously until something serious then happened. But it seems whatever was causing this child here to act weird here in the past relates to some form of demonic possession that this child was under. And this has something to do with some form of ritual being done over this child, or an individual connected to this child that participated in some form of ritual, and something may have backfired and gone into a child of one of those individuals involved in the ritual, creating some form of demonic possession. We've got party. Now that's standing right on top of child, in between meeting and money. Something about a cult party or a ritual party. This ritual may have been done at some form of gathering, some form of event that was taking place here in the past, some form of celebration. A child started acting weird after a party. I'm also picking up the energy of things happening to minors at certain parties connected to some form of cult. Something about a pedo ring is also significant. We've got paranormal here, Alchemist. We've got fear here at the back of the deck. There's a spirit of a child within this energy that some form of injustice happened to here in the past that isn't resting. This may be a child whose life was taken tragically here in the past. Something may have happened to this child at school. Something may have happened to this child outside of school. Something may have happened to a child at a party. Something that was lost. But something isn't lost, it's hidden. I don't know why I'm getting this, but something about hide and seek. Something may have happened when someone was playing hide and seek here in the past. They may have seen something they weren't supposed to see, or they saw something that spooked them. Something paranormal that was going on. Like this child seeing a devil, seeing some form of demonic spirit, making contact with this demonic spirit and this demonic entity possessing this child. Something was conjured up, Alchemist. Something was conjured up by a group of individuals. Like someone trying to set a trap for another individual. Right next to paranormal. This is definitely a dark spirit. This is a very dark spirit. You know what I'm picking up here within this energy alchemist? Different things happening to different individuals. Some children being used for individuals that have sick and twisted desires. Some children being used as weapons. So rituals being done over children. Something about their energy being harvested, like their life force being stripped and taken away from them when they're at a vulnerable age, when they're more susceptible to these type of energies. But these things being done intentionally by individuals here within cults. So dark spirits being invoked and being placed into children so that these individuals can be used as weapons. So that these children will later on then go and do evil. Evil that will then be covered up. Things are being done purposely, intentionally, but it's being covered up to look as something that it's not. This feels like something that happened in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Something about the past 50 years is very significant. Something happening in a specific property. This is a very deep and dark energy to get into. When these type of things happen to young, vulnerable and innocent souls, premature deaths, people's life being taken away, especially when it's done in a violent way as well, people here being sacrificed. When these type of things are done to individuals, it destroys the soul. That's why when individuals grow up facing abuse, the trauma that is inflicted on them beats them down so much in life that some people don't heal from it. Some people end up hurting themselves, harming themselves. Some people are never able to overcome the pain that was inflicted on them. This isn't pain that's just inflicted on you mentally and physically. This is also pain that's inflicted on you spiritually. It does things to your soul. When constant pain is inflicted on you for the gain and benefit of others, dark spirits can also attach to the vessels of those souls who are being broken. People turn dark and demonic when dark and demonic things have happened to them. It's like a form of energy transfer. Imagine you have a vessel, a child, full of light, and here comes a dark, evil spirit. Someone connected to that child in some form of way. Someone has nothing but darkness within them. This person then touches that child. Now all the light within that child is drained. All the light goes into that evil person. And now that child is being filled with that evil that the individual that transferred it onto them once had within them. Not to say that evil within them leaves, it just disperses. It just multiplies and then disperses into different vessels. Just as I mentioned earlier on, if a father figure goes and participates in some form of ritual and they go back to their family home and they have a child that has dark and twisted desires just like them, whatever entity that father figure has within them goes within the child that has the same vibration as them. Energy transfer is very real. A lot of things have gone on here. We've got a llama out there in reverse. One of that dark spirit is here right now. With the way these cards are falling on the floor, you better chill. Not the devil card falling on the floor, Alchemist. Let me give you like a example or like a scenario here, Alchemist. When it comes to like dark spirits. Let's base this energy in like the 1800s. Something about the Victorian times. Back when people used to wear fancy outfits. Say there's a child here. This could be a female child or this could be a male child in a household that's being abused by one of their parents. Their father may be an alcoholic. Their mother may be an enabler. This child faces constant abuse. Now let's say something happens to this child one day. Their father lashes out on this child, or the mother snaps and loses their mind and does something to enact harm on this child, or takes their child's life. When the initial trauma that's inflicted on that child begins to grow over time until their untimely demise, if you pair up the initial trauma that was inflicted on that child up until their untimely demise, all the pain that was inflicted on that child can grow into dark energy, like some form of dark matter. It lingers around. Unprocessed trauma. Something unjust has happened to an innocent soul. As a result of that spirit, that soul becomes angry. Now, when that child crosses over as a result of something happening to them, their life being taken in some form of way, they become a dark spirit. Because that dark spirit is carrying the unprocessed trauma. This isn't the case for every soul and spirit though. Have you ever gone to certain areas, certain communities, certain homes, and they say, oh, this house is haunted, or this and this happened in this house? There's some form of energy that's still lingering because of some form of unprocessed trauma, unprocessed cycle that happened here in the past. As I mentioned earlier on, history tends to repeat itself because some form of cycle that happened in the past hasn't been closed out. If there's cycles of abuse and trauma that's been going on for many timelines, and those things are not resolved, it just continues. It just gets passed down to the next generation. If your grandmother was abused by her grandmother, and she then abuses her children, and then your mother then abuses you, it's unresolved trauma, unresolved cycles that are being passed down, which then assist in history repeating itself. A lot of dark spirits are actually pure souls that were once beaten down in a certain lifetime. They were once pure souls that experienced something that tainted their spirit, that tainted their soul to the point where they turned dark and evil. They see no way out of the pain that they've gone through. So now they just inflict pain and trauma onto other people. There's different levels where it comes to dark spirits as well. There are dark spirits that can continuously grow and manifest itself into an entity attachment. Entity attachments that then turn into demonic possessions. The stronger the energy grows within itself, the more energy it then has to disperse onto vessels that are a vibrational match to that type of entity attachment. When I used to do a lot of spiritual attacks within my dream state in the past, and I spoke to my spirit guides about it, one thing that they said to me that kind of helped me not be fearful of these type of energies when they come into my dream state to attack me. I feel like when I was a child I wasn't really fearful of them, but as I grew older and they became more foreign to me, like I didn't really understand it because I wasn't deeply that tapped into my spirituality, especially within my teenage years. But one thing that my spirit guide said to me that made me no longer fear these type of energies and dark spirits, they said, don't fear what you can become. Meaning, at any stage within our lives, when we've gone through traumatic incidents, where life has beaten us down in such a bad way, we can easily become just like those who have hurt us. These type of dark spirits that have come about haven't come out of thin air. Many of these dark spirits, dark energies, were once pure souls that ended up becoming very tainted. Don't fear what you can become. The more you understand these type of energies, why they're around, why they're lingering, where they're coming from, who's sending them to you. Some people don't reach a stage of evolvement within their life So they end up going back. Their mindsets go backwards. The energy that they remain in goes backwards. The things that they do is backwards. The way that they think is backwards. These are individuals that are more prone to demonic possessions and dark entity attachments. When someone is consumed with darkness, either because evil has been inflicted on them, or they already had some form of internal darkness within them that ends up being invoked or activated in some form of way. Those individuals that choose not to evolve never come out of those energies. They descend even further down. We had an alarm that came out here in reverse. Something was going on at a specific time. This ties into some form of ritual here that was going on. Some form of energy that was also popping up at a certain time. This may have something to do with some form of annual ritual that this cult does. Flight risk out there in reverse, alchemist. By alarm out there in reverse. Someone's going to miss something. Someone here is going to miss a flight. Someone's going to miss an alarm. Something also happened here in the past where it surrounds an individual traveling overseas. Here's the journey card. Someone was supposed to be seen as a flight risk in the past, but they were able to get out of something. They were able to escape a situation. Like some form of alarm wasn't triggered. This may have something to do with a kidnapping of a child. Someone here may have traveled overseas here with a child. This person may have tried to make it seem like this child that they were traveling with was their own child. Like someone was able to pass through something without triggering some form of alarm. Let's get back into this message, alchemist. I had to clear some storage off my phone and restart it because it was acting up. Let's get back into this. There may be an individual here within this energy that traveled with another child here in the past. This person here may have tried to pass off this child that they were traveling with as their own. Something here about an individual being a flight risk. Give me some energy here, please, Spirit. Thank you. Evidence. Right on the shameless individuals here, alchemist. Next to flight risk and party. Some form of evidence is coming to light about matters of the past. Where someone traveled to and what they did wherever they traveled to here is coming out. This may relate to some form of party that was going on, something that was involving minors. Or this may have something to do with children that were being trafficked. Children that were being moved around to different areas, different locations. I'm even getting different countries. This trafficking ring may have been supplying minors to different individuals here within certain cults, networks, and societies. Some form of money ring. Children that are being sold off. Give me some money doing this, please, Spirit. We got runaway alchemist right on top of ritual. Someone within this energy, if not a group of individuals, are now trying to make a break for it. Someone here within this energy may try and flee overseas as something backfires and returns back to them. Someone here ran away with a child in the past as well. I'm also picking up. Lured. That landed right on top of demonic possession, Alchemist, next to hit and run. This came out in the first part of the reading. Someone being lured somewhere for something to happen to them. This may be a child being lured somewhere where they were then sold off into trafficking. Or this child was lured somewhere where they were used as a ritual. Something happened to that child's life. We've got control out here in reverse, Alchemist, at the back of the deck. Someone is now losing control. This person is now trying to run away from this situation. Flight risk out there in reverse. Someone has been able to cover up a lot. But as many things get exposed now, this person is spiraling. Secret out there in reverse too. Many things about this individual, their past, who they're connected to is coming out. We got rope. Hangman energy. Someone here is being cornered in. This individual knows this. Things from the past that they thought they got rid of, resurfacing. A case here is under review. Whenever rope comes out with ritual, this signifies some form of binding ritual here being done. This may be a binding ritual here that was done to place some form of dark spirit on a child that was being used as a weapon. It's almost like children here being separated. Some of these children being sold into trafficking. Some of these children here being used for rituals. Some of these children being used as weapons to attack other individuals, whether they're adults or whether they're other children. Different things are happening to minors across the world. This older man here within this energy may have done some form of binding ritual on a child here in the past. This may have something to do with this person attaching a cord to this child so that this older man could siphon this child's energy. Just as I mentioned earlier on, when you come across a child that's pure and innocent, and an evil-minded person comes across that child, touches that child or does things where it surrounds that child, rituals, sometimes spiritual marriages happen here as well. Whatever cord that individual has placed onto that child, it siphons all that child's energy. These are things that these individuals here within this cult do intentionally to energy harvest of the children that are being used. We've got couple next to older man. Something about this individual being in some form of relationship or being connected to some form of couple. Rival out there in reverse. This older man may have been in competition with another individual here in the past. This may have something to do with a relationship. Yeah. Confirmation, Alchemist, who got breakup. This older man may have not been able to handle someone separating from them, someone breaking up from them. This may be an individual here that did some form of binding ritual on the person that they were in some form of connection or relationship here with. People that have evil minds like this, they wouldn't give two thoughts to target an innocent child just because they got in their feelings about something. If someone separates from them, this is the type of person to go and target that child, or because they got their heart broken, or because they couldn't control the person that they were trying to be with. But it seems whoever this mature man is, this person has a lot to hide, and they've been hiding their evil behind innocent people. Surveillance. Right under review here, Alchemist. Some form of CCTV may be under surveillance. This may relate to something that happened here in the past. Some form of building surveillance. Wow. Firearm. That landed right on top of lurd and demonic possession. And there's a lot of dark things that's gone on here in this energy, Alchemist. You've got fear at the back of the deck. A lot of things that have gone on and a lot of things that are about to transpire now. Someone within this energy may have been lured somewhere in the past where they came to some form of harm via a firearm. Something here that was planned. This may be a child whose life was tragically taken as a result of them being shot. There's so much evil within this energy. We got delays, Alchemist. Right under a premonition comes to fruition. And that landed right on top of alarm out there in reverse. A group of individuals have definitely been trying to stop a prophecy from being fulfilled. With alarm being out there in reverse, these individuals have run out of time. But they have most definitely been doing things to create a major delay so that these things would never be exposed. Many individuals have been trying to buy themselves time to get out of the situations that they got themselves in. Also, with delays and alarm being out here, Alchemist, I'm picking up the energy of someone missing a flight. Something here being delayed and then something being cancelled. There may be an individual here within this energy. Someone tied into this trafficking ring, government agency, law enforcement. Someone here that's going to try and make an escape. This individual may be trying to catch a flight overseas. Someone here isn't going to make their flight. Someone isn't going to make their flight. Riots and protest. Right by courthouse. And then we've got assault. I'm picking up past energy with this riots and protest and assault being out here. There may have been some form of judgment that was made in court here in the past. This may relate to some form of investigation, some form of case that was going on. This case may be something involving a minor. This case may involve something involving a firearm, something happening to an individual, a death that went on. But with Coverup being out here, Alchemist, whatever judgment was made in court here in the past, this caused some form of riot. This caused some form of protest. So I'm getting an unfair judgment. Like someone being able to get away with something in the past as a result of a cover-up that was going on. There may be some form of judgment that's going to be made within the distant horizons, and there may be some form of outbreak, some form of protest here that's going to take place as a result of this. Except this time here, Alchemist, I'm picking up, this is going to have something to do with someone being sent down. Something may turn violent, either in court or outside of court, because of someone here being sentenced in some form of way. Yeah, imprisonment here at the back of the deck. This may be like a toxic family unit going hard for one of their own because they've been sentenced down for something that they've done. The people that will be outside the court screaming, free this person, free this person. Whole time this person has done a lot of dark and evil things. Whole time this person has been involved in a lot of dark and evil things that have been going on. People that never want to take any form of accountability. So when one of their own is finally held accountable, now they want to riot and protest because of it. Some form of assault is going to take place here outside of a court. This may also be someone here seeking revenge as a result of some form of judgment here being made. Someone is now in a phase of their life where everything that they've done is returning back to them. They now have nothing to lose. because they have already lost everything and they're about to lose even more. What's up, alchemist? Let's tap into the final part of this message and then we're going to close this reading up. I will be pulling the specifics for all parts, the first part, the second part, and this final part at the end of this reading, okay? We're going to pull some new energy for this final part. See what we got going on within this energy. Alright, alchemist, so we have between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. here. Some form of incident took place here in the past between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Something involving a group of individuals. This may have something to do with a ritual here that was being done, or something that was being planned and orchestrated against another individual's life. Oh, we got shady landlord here, alchemist agency. A premonition comes to fruition. For someone here, you may have picked up on a lot of shady things that were going on where it surrounds your property. This may be things that were going on in the late evening to the early hours of the morning. There's a shady landlord or an individual here that works in some form of housing agency that has some form of awareness of shady things that were going on where it surrounds your property. Let's get into this energy, alchemist. Something here is now under review. We got spirit of depression that's landed out here to the side. I'm picking up the energy of someone sending energy to you, but them doing this by doing things around your home. So this may be someone sitting outside of your property. This may have something to do with someone planting things outside of your property, or this may have something to do with someone sending bad energy to you. Someone wanted you to be in your head. And it seems here, alchemist, they wanted you to be in your head because they didn't want you to see something clearly. Something here that they were planning. Let me get this card. Ooh. Something here that they were planning. Or something here that they did already. There may be an individual here within this energy, someone that's a part of some form of community, connected to a shady landlord or an agency that was caught on CCTV around someone's property between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. here in the past. This is giving me a setup. We got digital terrorist here, alchemist, right on top of all eyes on me. Whoever this shady landlord is, this person had a lot of individuals watching you. Not just close up, but also digitally. So for someone, you may do something here online. It's like someone calling a lot of negative attention here to you because they're planning something where it's around you. Someone wanted the people that they were working with to know who their target was, so they had all eyes on you. It also feels like this person wanted different individuals here to be watching you and be projecting energy onto you because they wanted you to be in the spirit of depression. Like someone wanted you to be in your head feeling down. Yeah, Shady Gonzalez. A Shady Gonzalez was caught on CCTV. This Shady Gonzalez may even be the shady landlord themselves, doing something here around your property that they weren't supposed to be doing. This may even have something to do with someone gaining access to a property that they weren't supposed to be in. We got mental magic here, alchemist. Reputation, right on top of all eyes on me. Someone was definitely sending a lot of bad energy here to you. We've got blood ritual here at the back of the deck. Now, is either this shady landlord or agency has connections to some form of organization or has ties into some form of secret society, some form of cult, and this is why this individual was targeting you. Or this shady landlord is connected to another individual that was targeting you, and this person took bribes to assist that individual in doing things where it surrounds you. We're going to find out which one is which, alchemist, as we get deeper into this energy. But someone here was definitely doing a lot of shady things where it surrounds you, as well as them sending energy here to you to blind you from seeing what they were doing. Yeah, we got entity possession here, alchemist, right on top of reputation. Whoever this shady landlord is, this person has some form of entity attachment here to them. This is something that this individual is able to hide and mask very well. I'm also picking up the energy here, alchemist, of someone being sent towards you, sent towards your home space. Someone that has some form of entity attachment here to them. Because this person here was contracted to do something where it surrounds you. We got throws rocks and hides their hand here, alchemist, right by 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Someone has definitely been trying to hide something that they did here in the past. This person has been doing this because they've been trying to protect their reputation. Whoever this shady landlord is, this person doesn't want individuals to find out who they really are and what they're really into. And it definitely seems they don't want people to find out what they've done, where it surrounds you. But some way, somehow, alchemist, I don't feel like this is the first time this person has done this to someone. Leaked evidence. Right by throws rocks and hides their hand, 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. It seems here, alchemist, something was caught on surveillance. Someone has evidence of something another individual orchestrated here in the past. This may be an individual that was sent by this shady landlord or has ties to this shady landlord in some form of way, holding on to some form of evidence where it relates to whatever this person contracted them to do. Something here is now under review. Leaked evidence here coming out. With this energy being out here, alchemist, there may have been some form of tracking that was going on. Some form of tracking that was going on through your device. Tracking, and I'm also getting hacking. Well, we have doing magic over your finances, and then we've got the Joker. Heavy trickster energy here. Mental magic. Whoever this shady landlord is, or agent, this is someone when you come across them, they act very nice. Someone that puts on a front. You know, like when someone is trying to make a sale, them salesmen, how they act all bubbly and, you know, they try and befriend you and everything, but really and truly, you know, they're only in it for what they're in it for. The man I. When you met this landlord or agent here, this person here may have acted like someone here that was very genuine. But this is actually someone here that has a lot to hide. Doing magic over your finances with the Joker being out here. I'm definitely picking up the energy here, alchemist, of this person trying to play a lot of mind games here with you. Like this person doing things to you behind the scenes, throws rocks and hides their hand, and then they gaslight you about the things that they're doing. Something very shady was going on here within this energy. With the doing magic over your finances being out here, if this is someone you were renting from here in the past, it almost feels like this person was doing this because they wanted you to be in debt to them. With the Joker being out here, this is someone that plays games, tricks, mental magic. Like someone trying to create a lot of chaos here for you, and then them acting clueless as to why those things are happening within your life. But it's not just them sending bad energy to you and them doing magic over your finances. This person has also been infringing on your privacy. Almost like this person wanting to get an up-close view to all the things that they were doing where it surrounds you. Like this person saying to themselves and the individuals that they were working with, oh well, you know, I just sent this energy to this person. Let's see how it's unfolding in their life right now. All eyes on me. Now they have different individuals watching you, surveilling your home. We got corrupt case here, Alchemist. Hiding. Shady Gonzalez involved in a corrupt case. A corrupt case that's now under review. This shady landlord or agent here may have been working with another individual to set you up here within your home. Someone here that was intentionally doing things right surround you because they wanted you to be in a bad position, and they also wanted something to catch you off guard. We got trying to attack your crown chakra here, Alchemist. This person has definitely been sending a lot of chaos magic and mental magic here to you. This is crazy. This is the type of person that does things around people, and then when they get questioned on the things that they've done, they literally play dumb. They play so dumb to the point where the person that they've done something to will start doubting their own reality. This is the type of person that gaslights and manipulates. This is the type of person that will say something to you, and when you pull up what they've said to you, they all of a sudden act like they never said it. I never said that. What are you talking about? Oh, maybe you misunderstood me. I think you're reading too deep into this. Or, oh, that's not what I meant anyway. They act like they're innocent, but they have a lot of shade behind them. People that intentionally do things where it surrounds people just to drive that person mad, and then they laugh about it. We got chaos lives within their home here, Alchemist. Whatever this person was doing to you here, Alchemist, is returning right back to them. We got spent years dishonoring you and discrediting you so no one would believe you. This person will react once this is revealed, and then we've got a failed destiny swap. Oh, we've got an uncle. That's landed by trying to attack a crown chakra. So for someone here, this shady landlord housing agent was connected to an uncle. We've got binding ritual here at the back of the deck. I'm sure I mentioned this in a previous reading of mine. You know when you go and rent out a home, you gotta sign the lease and everything. You've gotta give your personal information off to the person that you're renting from. So usually they'll ask you for your passport. Usually they'll ask you for like your bank statements, like utility bills, anything that can verify who you are. Your passport, your name, your date of birth, all of those things can easily be used for someone to get a destiny read on you. If this shady landlord is in some form of secret society, some form of cult that does these type of things, steals people's destinies, places their karmic debts onto innocent people, steals and siphons other individuals' energy harvesters, to gain a benefit of someone else's energy. If this person is into these type of things, they wouldn't think twice about doing these things to you. But it seems here, Alchemist, in whichever way this shady landlord came across you, is either because they were connected to an uncle, someone here within your family, or because this person targeted you because this is what they're into anyway. Let's get some extra energy on this here, Alchemist. Give me energy here, please, Spirit. So you've got house out there in reverse. That's landed right on top of this person will react once this is revealed. So something about someone's property is very significant. This may even relate to an old property for someone. This may be a property that you've since moved out of. A neighborhood that you've moved out of. Concern here at the back of the deck. Someone here within this energy is concerned about a property, a home. This may relate to a property that they own, or property that something happened in here in the past. Ooh, we got mature man out there in reverse, Alchemist. A group of individuals have been doing things where it surrounds you to intentionally give you a hard time. So now we have motives to uncover here within this energy. This mature man out here in reverse, for someone this may be an uncle, may have been targeting you because of a home. This may be a home here that was left to you. Marriage on top of house. Something about a marriage that took place here in the past as well. This uncle may be married or was married here in the past. I'm almost picking up the energy of someone trying to inherit something. Official person here at the back of the deck. Whatever this older man did here in the past, something is now under review. There may even be a marriage that's under review. We've got occupation here, Alchemist, right on top of shady landlord and agency, and then we've got unexpected income. This person will react once this is revealed. Someone here definitely took bribes here in the past, Alchemist. Imprisonment here at the back of the deck. These bribes were either taken to manipulate something where it surrounds you, or to do certain things where it surrounds your home, your property. With unexpected income coming out here with occupation, for someone, something about where you worked in the past may also be significant. There may be an individual here that you were working with, a work colleague, or even a manager that took some form of bribe here in the past from an older man to do things where it surrounds you. This could be this person being bribed to give you a hard time. Poverty, right on top of marriage. Someone wanted to inherit something because they were facing poverty. So it seems like someone has been trying to gain some form of control or some form of deed here over a home. But this isn't a home that belongs to them. Child here at the back of the deck. This may be a home that was passed down to you when you were a child, that another individual here within your family unit has been trying to inherit. Or in some cases here, Alchemist, this individual may have stolen this home from you and was then trying to keep this hidden. Wow, coffin on top of marriage, concern. There's a marriage here coming to an end. And a false operation that's also coming to an end. Family room here at the back of the deck. It seems like there's a family unit here that's coming to an end. Yeah, we got bad health here, Alchemist, right on top of coffin. There may be an individual here within this energy. It may be someone here within this marriage. It may be this shady landlord or housing agent, or maybe an uncle or another party that hasn't come out yet within this energy that has recently been diagnosed with some form of illness. With that landing right by a coffin, someone here doesn't have long. Some form of judgment here is about to be made or has been made. I'm picking up a spiritual judgment. But something here is now about to manifest down within the 3D. House being out there in reverse. Someone here within this energy is about to lose a home. If not, lose a couple properties. Yeah, we got false person out there in reverse, Alchemist, and then we've got official person. A false person doing something where it surrounds another individual's property here in the past. I'm definitely picking up a setup plot. Someone here was sent to come to your home between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. here in the past. Someone here is in concern because whatever this person or these individuals were contracted to do where it surrounds your home, they weren't able to do this. This setup was done because some form of cover-up was in place. Something involving an uncle. Distant horizons here, Alchemist, right on top of coffin. Something here isn't going to be ending well for an individual, if not a group of individuals, as many things now get exposed. Someone here is about to be in despair. Let's get into this energy. just as I'm shuffling, this card slid out here, Alchemist. We've got soul contract. That landed right on top of official person. A premonition comes to fruition. I'm definitely picking up the energy of an official person, someone here in law, investigating matters of the past. Things involving individuals here within your family. How individuals have attained certain things. This may be land, this may be properties, this may be assets, financial assets. Also a soul contract being out here on top of official person here, Alchemist. I'm picking up the energy of you being destined to meet someone. Someone that holds some from a position of high honor. I'm definitely picking up for someone you're going to be coming across an official person. This individual may be making contact with you very soon in relation to matters of the past. Give me some more energy here, please, Spirit. We've got alarm out there in reverse. Someone has run out of time. A group of individuals have run out of time. Cover up to stop something here from being exposed. So some form of setup was being planned where it's around you. Something involving a shady landlord, a housing agent, an uncle, and different individuals here within a karmic community. This setup was being orchestrated around you here, Alchemist, because someone was trying to get rid of you, either through you facing imprisonment or you no longer being here, to stop something from being revealed to you, because they were trying to keep some form of evil covered up. Some form of evil here that was done against you. But someone here has run out of time. Oh, we got the church. Right on top of coffin. Crime of passion. That's standing right under review. Demonic possession here at the back of the deck, Alchemist. I feel like something is about to be unleashed on a community of individuals. Something here being released. Something that has been invoked by a group of individuals. Entity possession. There may be an individual here within this energy. Someone here that's a part of some form of church community. That's going to do something here to someone, if not a group of individuals. Something isn't going to end well for a group of individuals. We've got money right on top of mature man, next to house out there in reverse, marriage. Whoever this older man is, this person definitely wanted to attain some form of financial assets connected to a home. Something that this individual has done through manipulating things. Some form of document manipulation here is also significant. Legal documents here that have been manipulated to reflect something other than the truth, so that this individual could receive. I'm also picking up something about a marriage for money. Someone marrying for money. Well, this may be like a marriage of convenience. Wow. This is the third reading we've done, Alchemist. This is the third part of this reading, and this energy has come out. Someone here within this energy definitely has ties to some form of trafficking ring. Either because they're in it, or they're connected to individuals that are in it. This is a lot. For someone here in the past, or this may be something here that's happened recently, there may be an individual, or this may be a vehicle, a van may even be significant, that was parking up outside of your property between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. There may also be another individual within this energy that was trying to get you to go somewhere with them here in the past between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Something about a break-in may also be significant. Alright, we've got party. That's standing out here to the side. There may be some form of incident, some form of crime of passion that's going to take place during some form of gathering, some form of holiday. This may be like some form of annual holiday where a group of individuals, this may be a group of individuals here within a church community, this may be a group of individuals here within a family unit, gather up together, or this may even have something to do with friends meeting up. Something is going to happen here at a party. Some form of crime of passion taking place. Someone may crash a party between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Someone may turn up somewhere drunk or possessed, or could be both, y'all. Give me some more energy, please. Wow. We've got good guy here, alchemist, and that's standing right on top of trafficking. There may be an individual here, alchemist, that was connected to you here in the past that may have been manipulated by an individual around you. This may be someone here within your family or someone within a community connected to your family that may have been working with these individuals here to set you up. This may be someone here that was manipulated to work against you. Give me some more energy on this space, spirit. Death. That landed right by a crime of passion, soul contract. A fated event is about to happen here, alchemist. A fatal event is about to take place. Paranormal. I feel like someone's past is catching up to them. Or someone from the past is about to catch up to someone. We got communication on top of good guy. A premonition comes to fruition. Someone here within this energy may have been bribed not to say something here to you or disclose something that they knew about something that was going on where it surrounds you, to you. Is either this person was bribed not to say anything to you, alchemist, or something happened to this person so that they wouldn't be able to disclose something that they knew to you. There may have been a masculine here that was also sold into trafficking here in the past. River out there in reverse. There is something that a group of individuals do by a riverside. This has something to do with rituals here that they do. Some form of meeting here that they have. We've got warning on top of money and good guy. It feels like this good guy was given hush money by an individual here within this community to not say something or to not do something. It also feels like whoever this good guy is, this person was warned not to do something. This may be this person being warned not to take money from someone or not to participate in something. It almost feels like whoever this person is, they didn't trust their intuition. And it may have cost this person here We got life insurance here, Alchemist. Bury you out there in reverse. I mentioned earlier on, this older man wanting to inherit something here connected to you. With house being out there for someone, this is a property. Not only did this individual want to inherit this home, but they were also trying to receive some form of life insurance policy that they had placed out on you. For someone, this may also be a life insurance policy that was given to you, that was passed down to you here, that another individual here within this community was trying to take from you. Drugs and poison right on top of money. Someone here may have been drugged in the past. This may be an individual here that was sent towards you to get close to you just so that they could do this. For someone, this may be an individual, when they came across you, they were acting like they were a good guy. Someone here acting a certain type of way because they wanted you to let your guard down. Someone here that received some form of payment.
You can't plan for your period. Oh my gosh,
There may be an individual here within this energy that may be a drug dealer, drugs trafficking, or someone here that's connected to a drug dealer. Someone was definitely warned not to proceed with something. It seems here, Alchemist, they still went ahead with it. We've got manipulation right on the shameless individuals. I am definitely picking up the energy of someone, if not a group of individuals, being manipulated to come up against you, to do things where it surrounds you, to attack you, to assist another individual in targeting you. Someone has been very successful in manipulating a lot of things where it surrounds you. And this is because this individual had ulterior motives where it surrounds you. Them wanting to steal things here from you. Confession here, Alchemist. Right by concern, life insurance, communication. There may be an individual here within this energy, someone here that was manipulated to work against you, that may now want to speak some form of truth here to you. I'm also picking up the energy of someone confessing something to an official person. There's a case that's currently under review right now. Matters of the past are resurfacing. The things that these individuals within these karmic communities have done is now coming to light. If someone was told lies about you just so that that person could assist whoever was targeting you and coming at you, this person is now discovering the truth. Someone may want to clear their conscience. We got flight risk, and it's come out here in the upright. Right on top of drugs and poison. Someone knows something is about to go down here, Alchemist, and it definitely feels like this person's trying to make a run for it. I'm picking up this is a drug dealer. We got hit and run. Something here may happen to an individual on the road. If this isn't something that's happened already, while someone here is trying to flee and escape, like someone driving erratically, them not looking where they're going. There may also be an individual here, Alchemist, that was planning a hit and run where it surrounds you. We got devil right on top of manipulation. Or road out there in reverse. Something here that was supposed to take place here on the road in the past. Someone here within this energy may have passed away in the past as a result of a hit and run. Either they were in a vehicle and they got into some form of vehicle collision, or they were on foot and they were hit by a car, something here that happened on a road here in the past. This individual had a life insurance policy on them. Now this may be this person's life being taken accidentally, or this may be something here that was planned intentionally by individuals here within this community. Digital evidence, Alchemist. Digital terrorists came out. There was definitely some form of illegal tracking and hacking here that was going on your device by individuals here within this energy. Someone keeping track of your whereabouts. So wherever you went to, this person knew where you would be. Someone here may have been screen mirroring you here in the past, so they could see what apps you were on. We got tunnel right on top of hit and run. Something here may have happened in a tunnel in the past, as someone was traveling somewhere. Someone's vehicle may have broken down, or they may have been having some form of issue with their vehicle here in the past. So this person here may have pulled up to the side of the road, but they were in a tunnel when it happened. They may have gotten out of their vehicle. This individual may have been on the phone trying to call for help or trying to inspect their vehicle. When this individual got out of their car, there may be another vehicle that was going through this tunnel and hit this person. Hit and run, this person didn't stop. This person didn't stop. And this person didn't call for help for this individual. Someone was left to bleed out on the side of the road. Outside, that's standing right on top of devil, manipulation. You see, now that this energy is coming out here, Alchemist, is making me question whether this hit and run was really an accident or whether it was done intentionally. A devil outside. If there's individuals here within your family connected to karmic communities, connected to secret societies that have been doing things right around you to infringe on your privacy, monitoring you, hacking into your device, there may be another individual here that was targeted in the past by these same type of individuals. So the same way that you have been tracked and targeted may be the same way that this person was tracked and targeted here in the past for something to happen to them. This person's vehicle may have been tampered with in some form of way. So by the time that they pulled over, and it seems like this happened in a tunnel, by the time that they finally pulled over to check whatever issue was going on with their vehicle, another vehicle that was already tailing them came through. There's a group of individuals here within a church community that have some form of awareness of a death of another individual here in the past. And someone claimed off a life insurance policy off this person's death. Even with crime of passion being out here, Alchemist, someone here may have been coming back from a party. Someone here may have been angry that another individual separated from them or was talking to someone else. And this person, having some form of entity possession here on them, did the unthinkable. But this is something here that's been covered up. Protection out there in reverse. That's landed right on top of entity possession, paranormal. Someone doesn't have the same protection that they once had, whether it's from the community that they were in or some form of entity that they were serving. Devil outside. Something's about to return back to an individual. This individual may have been able to offset their karmic debt for things that they had done here in the past by placing their karma onto other individuals, by sacrificing other people here to the devil. But we have failed sacrifice that came out here, Alchemist. As a result of something backfiring on this individual, everything that this person has done here in the past, not just this individual, but other people connected to this person that have been in heavy devil energy, everything that these individuals have done in the past is now coming to light. These individuals no longer have protection here from the devil, because the devil is angry that they failed their sacrifice over your life. Trapped. Right on top of false person out there in reverse. Now someone here is trapped in some form of karmic cycle. Now someone here is trapped in some form of contract that they made here with the devil. Everything that these individuals have put out is returning right back to them in the worst ways. The sacrifices that they have made over other people's lives are returning back to them. The things that they have stolen and taken from people, through whichever way that they have done these things, is all coming back to them. Let's get one more card, Alchemist, and then we're going to get the specifics. These individuals are in fear. The contracts made against your life here, the sacrifice attempts that have been made over your life have failed. These individuals know their time is up. Legal proceedings. Their time is up, Alchemist. A premonition comes to fruition. There's an official person looking into matters here of the past. This is a very long rabbit hole. It connects to a lot of things that have happened in different timelines. They're all connected to karmic communities, karmic organizations. Deaths that have gone on here, set-up plots that have gone on here, injustices that have gone on here. Trafficking contracts that have been made on individuals. Things that have been stolen and taken from people. These individuals are no longer able to hide the things that they have done. They know everything is now coming back to them. They know their karma is returning back to them. And they're not prepared for it. Many of these individuals here within these karmic communities, people here within your family, people here within church communities, other individuals that assisted these people, spent years dishonoring you and discrediting you so that you would never be believed. These are individuals that love to gaslight and manipulate. These are individuals that step on your toe. You say ouch. They say, why are you saying ouch? You tell them you just stepped on my toe. No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I think you're reading into it too wrong. That never happened. They always want you to question and doubt your reality, whilst they lie, gaslight and manipulate you into thinking the things that they have done to you, they haven't done, when they know damn well they have. Evidence is coming out about the things that these individuals have done. Paper trails are coming out about the things these individuals have done, what they're into, who they really are. The mask is being exposed. The game is over. And the contracts over your life have failed. Every single one of them have failed.